welcome back to Carving Fairways. Today we're taking a peek at Kaposia's World's layout for the 2025 Masters Championship here in St. Paul, Minnesota. This thing's got a little bit of everything to offer, and this layout change-up on this course has got it all. From huge dog legs to long bomber holes to tightly wooded fairways, let's start exploring what Kaposia's got to offer. Our adventure begins with a true test of precision. This 465-foot par 4 challenges players on both layouts right from the start. Your drive needs to dance through the middle of the field, Mando, then wrestle through a tough dogleg left uphill onto a skinny, narrow fairway. The basket perched precariously on the hill is ready to punish an overzealous bid, sending discs into a difficult rollaway right, or swallowed by the woods long. A tricky opening indeed, but conquering it sets the tone for a fantastic round. Hole 2 plays at 425 feet, offering a par 3 at gold and a par 4 on silver. The fairway treads lightly between woods, eager to punish the wayward throws. Smoothly shaping a backhand turnover through this corridor can earn you a birdie look. Otherwise, throwing a mid-range right down the middle, letting your approach do the talking. Prepare for this one on hole 3, a formidable 500-foot par 4. This hole boasts a remarkably difficult green and fairway to navigate. With trees whispering secrets at every turn, your initial drive is crucial for you landing at just top of the hill and cresting it. This strategic position will then unlock either a backhand turnover or forehand approach that can guide you gently into a tightly guarded green. Precision is key on this one to carve it for success. For the silver layout on hole 4, there's a welcoming 290-foot par 3. A nice straight flying backhand can get you right up to the green's basket. The green offers a good flexibility behind it, allowing for a comfortable approach, a prime opportunity to snag a birdie on that scorecard. Hole 4's gold layout ups the ante a bit, demanding a 355-foot par 3. Execute a hyzer flip or a forehand to glide right down the middle, making sure you stay in the fairway on this one. If you can walk away with a birdie, you're certainly snagging a stroke on the card. Hole 5's approachable 302-foot par 3 invites you to glide a mid-range straight down the center, staying clear of early kicks by targeting that prominent center tree, and you'll earn yourself a look at a birdie. Strap in for hole 6, a beastly 526-foot par 4. Playing to the best pin location this fairway has to offer. Shooting up and out of the gate, you're aiming to land right where the first set of rocks are, allowing you to pitch up and over and attack the basket. This is a very difficult green to work with if you come up short, as you'll be staring at a death putt with both OB and a far rollaway to recover from. For the silver layout, hole 7 is a 346 foot par 3. A nice backhand going downhill will help skip you into the space you need to be. You're looking for something that gets just a little bit of skip at the edge to put yourself right inside the circle. The gold layout's hole 7 stretches to 384 foot par 3. You need something you're able to flip up and push down the middle, or a forehand to ride the line all the way down and drift yourself into the circle. This is certainly a good separator hole, as a birdie is quite possible, but attacking too hard can find yourself in a lot of trouble. Hole 8 is a par 4 at 490 feet, and the initial challenge here is just making sure you get right out to space. Aiming a backhand at that initial telephone pole can get you moving to the left. Once you're in that open space, the green is nice and attackable. A pond does sit beyond if you go a little too aggressive, but sliding something up, you'll be inside the circle and ready to tap in for a tweet. Prepare for a truly gnarly challenge on hole 9, a daunting 600-foot beast. On the gold layout's a par 4, while in silver it's a par 5. This one plays every bit of its length and more. You need placement shot after placement shot to be able to start executing on this one. Landing in the first little cove here, you want to be able to then start attacking for part 2 of his hole. From there, you've got guardian trees and narrow fairways to work with. At the very end, you're rewarded with a basket that sits on a nice little green. Any kind of rollaways can happen off this bad boy though, and you're going to find yourself deep in the woods trying to pitch back and get ready to attack again. For the silver layout, hole 10 is a 336 foot par 3. This one's got a nice little hyzer line directly. As long as you can split the last 2 trees, skip yourself in, you should be able to snag another birdie. The gold layout transforms hole 10 into a challenging 515-foot par 4. You need to really work yourself to get down the middle here, landing just shy of the smattering of trees. From there, you have another lengthy attack with either a forehand or a nice backhand. Place yourself close to that basket. Snagging a par here, and you're going to be walking away smiling. Hole 11 continues this epic gnarly journey as a 500-foot par 4, effectively combining another 2 holes to make this mega hole. You've got to work your way to the top of the hill, and then you've got to push down to just find an absolute beautiful opening into a pin that is effectively serenaded by trees. Hole 12 is a short but sweet 207-foot par 3 that plays closer to 260 with the elevation gain. Really tricky green to work with here, otherwise it's just a stock shot out of the gate, getting yourself up and close for an easy putt at it. Hole 13 is a 330-foot par 3, a nice downhill shot nestled into the woods. Just getting something a little bit of a backhand turnover in there, or a nice straight flying forehand with a soft finish at the end, should set you up for success. Hole 14 brings a little bit of a creek into play. It's 290-foot par 3 with a lot of OB on the left. You've got to have something that lands nice and soft near the pin. Precision is key here to avoid all the OB that you're staring down. Hole 15 is a monster 680-foot par 5 with a lot of elevation climb. You need to be able to get yourself close to the mouth with your first shot so that your second can put you close to the right turn bend, and your third shot then can get yourself close enough for the basket to attack for birdie. There's a lot of difficulty within these shots. Lots of woods to contend with early, then a bit of an opening, and a last little dogleg right to tuck yourself in to bed. Hole 16 cools things down a little bit as a 262-foot par 3. A nice little hyzer spike here can set your disc on the ground for your tap and birdie. A nice little refreshment after that last 680-foot par 5 bomber. Hole 17 says don't get too comfortable. Here's a 496-foot par 4 with OB sitting right over the path. You need to make sure you land yourself in the grass as your second shot needs to control a bit of vertical space, as the tree certainly can gobble things up that sits in the middle. After landing close to the basket, you're wiping a bead of sweat away as you tap in for birdie. Rounding out the round is hole 18, a 300-foot par 3. A good backhand turnover can put you into attack, but a strong forehand can skip you into the circle. Be mindful of the OB that sits behind the basket so that you don't go too far. And that wraps up our view of Kaposia's World's layout. From the gnarly uphill doglegs to the sweet whispers of the pines, this course truly offers everything for a championship experience. Keep carving those fairways, and we'll see you next time.